some odd reason, YouTube keeps stopping my streams when they get to a certain point. I don't know why, but back at it again.
So focused on just pummeling the leg there. Impressive reversal on Rollins.
Mongolian chop. Cracked with a Mongolian chop. This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if anyone can dig deeper than most, it is Seth freaking Rollins.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now. CM Punk, lift off. You gotta be kidding me.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
And he re-enters into the ring. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation. It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when three men made their way down the stairs to remake this company.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Connects with the headbutt.
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority. And out. That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point.
Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. Oh, my God, did you see that?
How on earth did he get his shoulder up in time?
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent. Boom! Brought down with the sling blade.
Throwing caution to the win. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, there's GTS.
Can Reigns recover from that? And quickly into the cover. Might be in trouble. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, taking advantage.
Seth is down for the count. No, stops the count at two.
Somehow he's managed to get that shoulder up in the nick of time. Another attack to the head.
He just put an end to that submission and is keeping this thing going. He knew what was coming there. Connecting with a sharp elbow. Hoisted up. Gut busted. Shoulders down. Does he have it? He gets the kick out after the one. Kicking out now sends a very clear message. Rollins with an homage to the game. Pedigree. Shoulders down. This might do it. 3, no.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here.
No. Forearm to the base of the skull.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all.
Right onto the chair.
Once again. Able to parry that one. Reverse it. What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. GTS connects. Will that sew this up for Punk?
There's two. Punk has beat the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right. The infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of world wrestling entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years. And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Sent out of the ring. The hard one. Uh-oh. What a cross body.
A huge risk, but an even bigger reward. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Sean and Brett. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
From the top. Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
And that was a hell of a DDT there. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Sean has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Butterfly suplex.
Going straight for the body, doing a little more softening up of the torso area.
Oh! He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out. Michaels telling his opponent to bring it.
Defiant counter from HBK. And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Big clothesline. This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here. A show of disrespect from Hart.
Hung out to dry. And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him
to be crowned champion. Kick out just before two.
Not going down without a fight.
And he retaliates. Bang. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout. Figure four. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Hitman never saw that coming. What a way to get out of that one.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Right into a leg lock.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Michaels turns that around.
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Well, he had that scattered. Lands the cross body.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
HBK. Hitman has him in his grasp.
Oh, the DDT delivered.
And the onslaught to his core is continuing.
If he keeps taking targeted strikes like this, he's going to be doubled over before long.
What a way to shatter an arm. Excellent execution from Hitman.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Nothing fancy there. Another stiff shot to the head here.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Absolute torture.
Call it academic. That's just the way it goes with the excellence of execution.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot
Good,
of
brother Reed.
that if Bret Hart loses,
Appreciate you for leaving a like, man. I've been running this shit up all morning and afternoon.
About the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective.
Trying to get as much streaming in before I go back to work.
Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
Bret the Hitman Hart trying to fire himself up.
Bret retains the title.
No, I don't know why I just did that. I just got... No. I'm saying before I go back to work. What's it called? I gotta do that shit all over again.
There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal...
It's about Brofield telling yes I did.
Tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels
get your ass on,
which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub using the names Bret and Shawn have called each other.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
Hitman is performing with such precision right now.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least no way. A flick shot cross body. Making that type of athleticism look easy when it is...
Figure four. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. And now thrown back into the ring.
Down, right into the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
Able to reach the ropes, and he's able to last here.
Getting out of harm's way.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Metal rope forearm on point.
Oh, man.
Big drop kick connects.
And with more punishment landing on the body, he must be getting winded.
I think that's something of an understatement, actually.
Sent right into the corner.
Ring post figure four by Bret Hart. Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Body slam. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
And he found an opening to fire back.
Time now for Shawn to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Hart avoids the offense.
Michaels drawing something up.
And an inverted atomic drop.
The official's count is getting as close as you can cut it.
And he tosses it back in now.
And
has the champ pinned. Is this it? It only gets a one count. Wow. Denying the attack from Michaels.
Sequence of reversals there.
Turn it around with a reversal.
beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Hart has flight in mind. And Brett on the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Clothesline.
This could be it. Bret could.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Sharpshooter locked in.
He's in a bad position now.
Resisting as much as he can, but for how much longer?
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
The Hitman with both legs trapped. Can Hart step through? There it is. Great ring awareness getting to the ropes.
The Hitman now perhaps looking to spike his opponent with a pile driver.
Call it academic. That's just the way it goes. And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. The excellence of execution, looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes. Sharpshooter applied. Sharpshooter's locked in. Hard.
Brett retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I'd do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? And you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.